The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Black Knights will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They're going to run it. And some room to work. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Fires to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. This quarterback part of their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now he's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown! down Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Army Black Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the connection.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
The Black Knights in the hurry up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Acker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
Really good looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Black Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll throw on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Breaks the tackle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. That's caught. It's Henderson. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Acker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Black Knights!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Wants to pass. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the RPO complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Starts the drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point.
The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
From the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Michie Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He's got him.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught. Touchdown, Army! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Quarterback on the keeper. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Heaves it on the run. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Black Knights have taken it inside the 20. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Hauls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. puts it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So an 82-yard drive there. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
And the Black Knights will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Zings it complete to the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
15.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will get the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Cadets offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Nice move to keep running.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game, and I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Back to pass, it's Polk. Quickly to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds a tight end down the gut. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Acker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Complete on the comeback. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Can't get him to the ground. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Scanning the field, it's Polk. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He leaves it with his back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Oh, they're after him. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the the defense forced a big turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Polk. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense running.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Finds his tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the red zone, he's gonna throw it. Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Army! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking to pass. It's Polk. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Westbrook. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Everett. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated,
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Black Knights! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to
Turning it on!
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Acker. And the Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Gonna try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Polk. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Michie Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down, we got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going here.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wicks. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The sure hands, it's Wicks. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Black Knights just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to throw, it's Polk. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Army! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Polk. Here comes the heat. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated. you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Army Black Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Army Black Knights offense will come out first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Plucks it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Acker. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Black Knights! Fit it in the window for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans are marching down the field.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive.
Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They want to throw it. Back's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Army!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and...
Oh, he's got some space.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking left. Makes the grab. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Acker. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. How they get the first down, you don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Black Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It'll be a run on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little...
Picked off! What a play to set him up!
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
This offense has it with really good field position. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Acker. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Army! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback...
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Moffitt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
That's reeled in. It's Acker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught close to the marker. It's Acker. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's going to fire deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got rid of it just in time.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more.
Makes a grab past the marker. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, man. Actually, I was just now fixing to get off here, bro. But let me add you on. What's your EA gamer tag? I'm gonna eat lunch. I've been streaming for a few hours. I haven't had any lunch, so give me your gamer tag, and the next time I'm on, I'll be on later on this evening, and I'll see if you're on, and we'll play. If you want to add me, bro, I'm up there NCAA scoring. So if you want to add that. I just checked out your TTV and it's not on there, so I don't know if that's your EA get ID or not. But anyway, mine's up there, bro. If you want to add me, we'll play later. If not, then no big deal. Stop back in sometime. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.